do have a special guest. But let's go ahead and move this thing forward. As you know, in addition to Superman being on our watch list, the other big thing on our watch list this week was the groundbreaking debut of season 3 of Foundation. And if you're not watching Foundation, you're going to learn today. You are going to... Hold on, what did you just say something, Solo?
You going to learn today?
Yeah, but did you watch Foundation?
Yes.
What? Do you really?
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Sometimes he asks me stuff and I be like, come on, bro.
Okay. I didn't know you were...
I mean, you all caught up, Solo? You don't watch
all caught up though. I'm not all caught up though because I've been having people at the house and stuff. But normally when I'm in my office chilling, I catch up on everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till the new season of Dune come out. The new one.
You don't watch Foundation. It's coming.
Yeah.
But Foundation, I can catch up on Foundation right after y'all get off this thing.
Catch up for what? I thought you said you watched it.
No, I watched it. But I didn't watch all of them.
Okay. What's your favorite? What do you like about Foundation?
What I like about Foundation is it gives you the sci-fi experience. It reminds me of Dune. I don't know what everybody else think. It reminds me of Dune. That's the reason I checked it out. That's the reason I wanted to get an idea. A lot of other people are deep in it. I'm fairly because I just honestly wanted to check it out and started watching it. And I'll give me time, and I'll be a historian on that motherfucker.
Solo, you'll be glad to hear that Foundation is the foundation from which all of those movies, the Dunes, the Star Wars, and so on and so forth.
Man, it reminded me of that. It's like, because see, only reason I watched it wasn't because of any one of y'all. I literally liked the trailer. And I was like, well, shit, I'll watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that would caught my interest in it. Y'all strong in it. And it reminds me of Dune. So that Dune, man, I love that shit, dog. I love that shit, dog.
You got any favorite characters? You got anybody that you like off the show? Any favorite characters off the Foundation?
I like the girl. I think she makes me want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? And she fine.
Can we be more specific?
That's about it.
What girl are you talking about? Just more than one.
The lead girl.
You talking about Gail?
Her.
Okay. All right.
Her. Okay.
Her name is Gail. Solo.
Gail.
Gail. That's her name.
Like I said, she struck my interest.
Okay.
She struck my interest. All right. Well, listen, Yazzie, I understand you've had a chance to get caught back up, reacclimated to the Foundation saga. What all did you do in preparation? Did you rewatch season 1 going all the way back up to season 3? Or I mean, I know you're not completely caught up, but like what's your journey looking like?
So I watched from season 2 and I caught up from there. Just because I wanted to like kind of remember what was going on with, the hierarchy, with Foundation, and with, the mule, and with what the hell was going on with Gale, because there's so much. I feel like the first season is a little hard to digest at first if you're going to watch it. So Solo, good luck getting past certain episodes in the first, like the first season. It's hard to watch because and I can say this because my husband was like, hey, I'm really interested in this show that you guys been watching and it's coming back on. And I was like, what, Foundation? And he was like, yeah. So I tried to get him to start watching it from the first episode, and we got to like maybe the second episode, and he's like, we're only on the second episode, this shit is dry. So yeah, so I mean, like I totally understand, like it's a very analytical show. It makes you think a lot, and it has a lot of layers. And if you're not paying attention, you could miss something, and you'll have to go back and watch another 45 minutes and figure out what you missed. So, I mean, honestly, it's one of those shows that I love because of how in depth it goes into everything. It goes into the hierarchy of the empire and basically how it was set up and how it's going to be broken down, basically. And, the most important thing is how Harry Seldon and Gale's role kind of pivots around everything literally that happens in this show, good and bad, with the rise and the fall of Empire. So it's very interesting watch. I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying watching the second season because I'm understanding, you know, why the choices that Harry made and why Gail ended up in certain positions that she was in because of what happened, you know, with her lover and the whole, you know, shit that happened with, you know, Harry dying and the first foundation and how all that came to play. So I don't want to ruin it too much, you know, for viewers like Solo who are just jumping on the train, but just know it's one of those things that like it starts off a little bit slow, but as you keep going, you're like you're in it and you're stuck, and it's a really great story. I'm just getting into the third season, so I haven't really gotten to figure out what's going on just yet, but basically Empire has fallen. We know secrets that have come out to play, and we know that some of the Empire actual people are not actual Leon the First. They've been tainted. The bloodline has been tainted, and we get to see where it's been tainted, how it's been tainted, and what steps going forward that they're having to take because of you know, Empire not being a whole unit like they were supposed to. So I don't know. This show is really awesome. I'm definitely excited to dive into season 3, and I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say about it too.
Let me ask you a question. How does it lead into Dune?
What? It doesn't lead into
foundation.
Oh, man. Okay, so Solo, let me clarify something real quick.
I couldn't understand it.
Hold on.
So
this show is a premise for Dune. So like it's similar in like the hierarchy and how there's different levels, and you know what I'm saying? Like it has similarities, but it's not the exact same show. They're different, completely different shows.
Well, yeah. Well, Yaz is saying. Well, yeah. The light, yeah, because we're past time. What Yaz is saying is that Foundation is a foundational portion of the idea that became Dune, the idea that became Star Wars. The ideas, like a lot of the things that we salivate over, you know what I'm saying, because we love those projects so much, they derived from this as source material. I mean, they literally use a version of dust in this. I mean, spice in this, right? Yeah. Right, Ty? Like they're using a fucking. I almost spoiled it. Can I spoil it?
No, don't spoil it.
Hold on.
You're trying to spoil.
No.
I can't even say that. No. Well, listen. There are some. I mean, oh my God, when y'all get into the season Foundation. When you get into season 3, there's no way if you're a Star Wars fan that you won't be able to be like, oh my God, this is Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? This is Star Wars. Are you serious? But then you realize this came out before Star Wars, and then you start saying, well, learn me more, little man. Learn me more. And so, I know you probably got to get up out of here in a little bit. And I'm all right. Full disclosure. Can I just be upfront and honest with everybody? All right, I'm gonna keep it real. Not right now. Let me second. All right, Yaz. We knew Yaz didn't see Superman, so we said we're gonna talk a little bit about it. And then we're gonna talk about other stuff. And Yaz was like, "Go ahead, spoil it. Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck." We were like, "All right, cool." So it was like, "Yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about it, but then we're gonna move right on." It's been 90, it's been like 100 minutes on Superman, and now Yaz gotta go, and it's all my fault. But
it's okay.
Sometimes that's how it happens, man. Sometimes you gotta feel the spirit, and then you just kind of move on whatever energy. Today it was a Superman vibe. So yes, I'm sorry we're gonna lose you here in a little bit, but I cannot thank you enough.
The good thing is about that though, Vince, is that it gives our audience time to catch up. And True. That way next week we can dive into Foundation, and no one in the comments will be like, no, don't spoil it. They'll be like, fuck yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about, Vince. The fucking parallels are there. Holy shit.
True. Yeah, but I did at least yes, hope to be able to get like an idea of where we are now, like because you got all the way up to the finale of season 2. So I'm gonna keep it real. It's a complex show. It's not. Yeah. Look for the chat, for the gang. This is not a. This is I would say not for everybody. It's an acquired taste, if you will. It's heavy on science fiction. If you're one of those people who watch and you're like, I don't understand, I don't know what that word means, then this might hurt your head a little bit. But if you just focus on just the story alone. The story alone. If you can get through the first few episodes, which is hella complex, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of time jumps, a lot of shit, and a lot of different galaxies. But the concept, can we at least give the basis? Yes, I know you got to go. So if you got to chirp, you know what I'm saying, you got to get a chirp. But let me leave you with this on foundation. Okay, imagine a vast portion of the galaxy that has decided that over time we've learned that people serve best when they're ruled.
Mm-hmm.
So what we best do is just create a ruler that can extend throughout multiple generations. So what they do is they make a person into multiple beings. All right. They basically make him a younger version of himself. And when he grows into middle version of himself, they clone him and make another younger version of himself. Yep. And when middle version grows into older version and younger version grows into middle version, they make new version and they have a name for each of them. The youngest is called Dawn.
Day. No.
Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn. Dawn is the youngest. You're right.
The middle one is Day because that's the middle of the day. And the final one is called Dusk because that's when the sun sets. Thank you, sir. All right. So they extend rule throughout this portion of the galaxy for generations. I mean, Ty, jump in, correct me if I'm wrong. Thousands of years.
400.
Thousands of years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking it's thousands because we jumped multiple times.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's thousands now. Yeah, like
thousands
where we're at now. Yeah.
And they have a trusty sidekick that is an artificial intelligent robot that manages them throughout all of these years. She keeps the memories. She tells you what your older ancestors, your predecessors did. But comes this prophetic being who has figured out a way using this little device as to calculate what's going to happen in the future. And he ultimately uses this device and can determine that the portion of the galaxy, the universe to some people, will end if certain events happen. And his purpose is to create a foundation outside of this to sit back and watch all that happen. And that's what Foundation kind of is. So I mean, it's elaborate. I'm not gonna lie, it is not for the layman. If you like just to have your food unseasoned without having to worry about anything complex in it, fine and dandy. But this is one of them things where multiple watches will do you justice. However, I will completely understand if you're like, yo, I tried and it just ain't for me.